Unreal Engine hacking just got magnitudes easier with guided hacking's Unreal Dumper. Using this dumper, you can view every class that makes up a game along with its fields and methods. You can dump all of this information straight to your desktop, you can enumerate instances of the classes and explore their fields fully named in the structure dissector, and you can even call their methods using the dumper's API. Before you can fully utilize this tool, you need to understand one thing about Unreal's architecture. UObjects are the base class of every Unreal Engine class. Every class that exists within the game shares this ancestor. Actors are the base class of all actor classes. Actor referring to gameplay objects that can be placed into the world, such as the player, enemies, and environment. All you need to remember is that methods of each type are invoked differently from the dumper's API. Descendants of UObject and AActor are invoked with UEInvokeObjectEvent and UEInvokeActorEvent respectively. Installing the dumper is fairly simple. First, you need to make sure that you have Cheat Engine installed, otherwise you can download the latest version from the official website. Then you'll need to download the dumper from the link in the description and browse to your Cheat Engine installation directory. Finally, you need to extract the dumper to the auto run directory and you should be good to go. Alright, so now that we have the dumper installed, we can see there's a new drop-down menu in Cheat Engine's title bar. But before anything else, we want to attach to our target. Now, the dumper currently supports most games using Unreal Engine 4. So with that in mind, if I open the menu, I can see 3 options, and I'm going to press Init Unreal Engine Tool. Now this is going to initialize the dumper, and to do that it actually requires a version number, but in most cases it can automatically resolve the version number. It does this by first checking the base module and then looking through crash reports and build files. If all of the automated checks fail, a pop-up window will appear and ask you to enter the version number yourself. Now you need to enter both the major and minor version numbers without a period delimiter. For example, 4.26 should be 426. Now sometimes the dumper will disconnect from the game and you'll have to reinitialize it by unchecking Init Unreal Engine Tool and then checking it once again. Now to actually use the tool, I'm going to go back into the menu and press Launch Data Collector. The Data Collector form is what actually enumerates all of the classes that make up the game and allows you to view their fields and methods. So the first thing you want to do is press Scan Objects and wait for this to finish. Now if I press Init Class List, it will load every class into this menu over here on the left. And I can filter this list by using the search bar at the top, so I could look for something like Player and find classes related to a player. Now if I click on one of these classes, I can see that it loads the fields and methods of this class. Now in the fields list, I can see the offset from the class, the name of the field, and the type of the field. In the functions list, I get a little bit more information. I can see the name of the method, the class where this method originates. For example, this object inherits from actor, and so this is a method of actor. I can see here the parameters that the function will take along with its return type, and I can see the address of this function. Now up here at the top, I could press reset to clear this view entirely, and then we have 2 dump buttons. Now these dump buttons do different things. Dumping objects will dump all of the instances of these classes, and dumping the names will just dump the symbols. Now both of these buttons will dump a text file to your desktop, and this will let you analyze the structure of the game without actually executing it. Now if I dump these objects and open up this dump file, the dumper actually does something pretty unique with enums. It will enumerate all of the fields of the enum. Now finally, this Load Object button will load all of the current instances of this class, and we can use another feature to modify the fields of this class. So I'm first going to copy the address here, close the data collector, and I'm going to check this option, Enable Structure Dissect. Now this pop-up determines whether inherited fields will show up in the dissector, and I think this is always a good idea to enable. Now if I click Memory View, go to Tools, and Dissect Data Structures, I can paste in the address that I copied, and then click Structures and define a new structure. Now if the class name wasn't filled for you, you need to type it here. You can leave everything else as it is and press OK. Now if I maximize this and adjust the length of these boxes, we can view or modify each of these objects' fields. And it goes without saying that all of these named values are pretty powerful. But that's not all that this dumper has to offer. It also provides an extremely helpful Lua API that you can use to call methods, among other things. The documentation for this API is included with your download, and to use it you need to launch Cheat Engine's Lua engine. So to do that we need to open the memory view, go to Tools, and then press Lua Engine. Now to verify that this is working, we can get the Unreal Engine version using get UE version. And as you can see, it prints out the proper version. If we look at the documentation, it describes how to invoke methods. Now if you remember at the beginning of this video, I told you that there is a difference when invoking a method of a class derived from an actor versus an object. And the only difference is in the function that you use. If your class is derived from an actor, then you need to use this invoke actor event function. And the same goes for an object. Now to use this method, we need to pass it an object, the function of the object, and an arguments table. Now this arguments table is a table of tables, and within each of these nested tables we need to set these keys. The first one being the type of the argument, which you can see listed down here. The second and optional key is the size of the argument, and the third key is the value of the argument. So this entire table refers to 1 byte with this value. Both of these methods will return the return value of the method called in byte form. The reason that this API is so powerful is because it lets you weave together multiple components of the dumper in any way that you see fit. For example, you can enumerate all instances of a particular class, say a character class, with get all objects of class. You can read their fields, maybe to determine if they're an enemy, with UE get fields of object. You can conditionally call their methods, maybe to set all enemies' health to 0, with UE invoke actor event. You can make some pretty powerful scripts with very minimal work on your part. If you're going to be working with the dumper at all, I urge you to read through the API documentation. And with that, we're going to wrap up our overview of the dumper. If there are any questions I didn't answer here, you can check out the download thread for a much more complete write-up. Many thanks to PeaceBeUponYou for developing this awesome tool, which once again you can download through the link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, a like would help a lot, and subscribe to be notified of future uploads. If you haven't already, check out guidedhacking.com for a step-by-step introduction to game hacking and an ever-growing catalog of content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.